see us. Looks like they can hear me, definitely.
Can they hear the rest of us,
Yeah,
though? That is the big
It
question.
required you guys to talk.
Is it working, Codlin? Is it working?
Love starting every
Codlin,
episode.
is it working? Confirmation,
yeah,
is it working?
Yes. I said yes!
Oh, none of us heard you say yes.
Yes, you did.
I heard him say yes.
Only Brian did.
I did. Keep going.
Did not
Just
hear him at all.
at
Whoops.
me.
Well,
yeah, I can see the
now
wall.
that you guys can hear us, hey, welcome to Nad Disaster. My name is Brian Creevy. I'm the DM Disaster Master, here to bring another Misfit Warriors disastrous session upon my players here. Yeah, we're back. We're just played a couple weeks ago. So, regular stream, but here to continue from last month's disastrous ending. Going around the room, we have not looking at our screen, ahead of his screen. We have our tech paladin over here on the side, who's adulting today.
Oh yeah, no, I have a rating for it, 1 star.
What not?
They don't have a 0-star highlight over the options, so I had to give it 1.
If I could choose 0, it would have been.
Yeah.
You can't do a half star?
No, it's 1 star is the minimum. You know, those artificial requirements for stupid apps nowadays, ridiculous.
Yeah, half star.
Okay. Hi,
Whoa,
I'm
who are you, Mr. Adulting?
I'm talking right now.
Maybe there's a delay.
Yeah, Brian, are you like 10 milliseconds behind the rest of us?
God, I hope not. That's going to be a frustrating thing this session if that's the case.
Hi, I'm Conlon. I play Bracket in this campaign. I don't know, I don't got any announcements except for we're going to do Disaster Cast on Friday morning. That's it. I'm tired.
Hell
What time on Friday morning?
Probably like 3:30 or 4 a.m.
4 is probably when
Alright,
we're going to start, but I will be on call at like 3:45 because that's when I drop off Casey to work.
All right. Well, I'll try to wake up at that time and shoot you guys a text and see if I can hop in or something.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
No worries, though.
All of our early birds out there too, please join us. Moving over to the other side of my screen, Andrew, I need to come up with a new phrase for your character, but the former vigilante of Zista City. We have the Shadow. No, it's now Oliver and his new wizard.
What
I
up,
gotta
guys?
figure out with something for you.
I'm Andrew, formerly Sister City's resident vigilante. I'm now playing Oliver Evangrove, the portal wizard with daddy issues. So,
Portal issue.
The portal issues with daddies? Yeah.
I'm doing great with words
absolutely,
today,
absolutely
guys.
not what.
This is gonna be a fun session.
Yeah, he's had a bit of.
This is before I started drinking.
Oh, it's over, guys. The DM's gonna be lost.
It's a good thing I'm already dead.
No work tonight.
Below me, we have the group's wonderful note taker. Finally, I'm excited that we're getting more time playing your first character. We have Vicky.
Hi, I'm Vicky. I'm playing Nock. They are a halfling ranger. I almost said Tabaxi monk, and I was like, nope.
Opposite
they're
sizes.
No, they're not. They are a halfling ranger, like revised ranger. So it's kind of weird if you're confused about the rules. That's why. And yeah, they're a little freaked out that somebody's died in front of them. Understandably.
I don't know anything.
I don't
Brian's
know anything.
like,
Jinrash
I've
was
come into this blind.
Spoilers!
Going over to that side of the room, we have the first father of our group here, the first one with the kid, Brian Maines,
Poor
returning after putting his kid to bed, playing Jinrash.
Okay, so we know who I am and what I'm playing. I'm gonna go destroy some shit.
That's
I know
all
I'm bad.
barbarians can really do.
No, I also
Oh,
heal
but-
now.
True, you're a barbaric. Yep, we got you playing your barbaric again. There was no display of your clerical abilities last session, but maybe
I know. I can
they
heal
could,
now.
like,
That
come
would have
to
been nice
use
to know a minute ago.
No one
And
remembers.
last but not least, we have Chaos blowing in on the wind. Majestic Beard himself. We have Callum.
Hey guys. Yeah, I don't even want to spoil anything.
Who are
Very
you
excited for this
playing,
session, though.
Callum?
No one.
We'll see, Brian. Like maybe no one. Playing Eileen,
He's in the stream for
potentially.
10 minutes. Bye.
I'm sure he's got a backup just in case.
I do.
I don't
do
know
have
who
a
I
backup.
am.
No, I'm
Also,
excited. It's
this
going to be real
is
fun to see
our-
how this plays out.
Also, Jinrash couldn't do any cleric things because he was raging, and he can't cast spells when he's raging.
Yeah,
so,
you can't cast spells.
literally wouldn't have mattered. He was busy hitting stuff.
It'll only
Yeah.
matter after fights when he like calms down and can heal everyone who got hurt.
Yeah, he's not useful during fights. He's busy smacking people with a great axe and lighting them on
He-
fire.
It's not that he's not useful; he's just useful in a completely opposite way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do maximum
First
damage?
I
I got
then
you.
Healy. We gotta get Jinrash
This-
some Heelys.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God.
He's very dexterous.
Just imagining
Well-
a guy with an axe on Heelys.
Now
Oh,
that's
Healy's
a
like the
millennial
shoes.
fucking scare movie.
I thought you were still making a euphemism for healing magic, and I was like,
no.
It was a pun.
I see.
It was a pun.
Because also I was picturing,
But,
because when you said that, I was picturing a barbarian who like rages, kills something, and then brings
Yeah.
them back very gingerly and like gently, and then kills them again to prove a point. Like
That kind of sounds
That'd be
like-
very funny.
that does sound like you, and honestly, I am
Throw that
here for
away.
it.
Oh,
Throw
oh my
that away
God.
for
That
the
sounds
future.
like a meme I saw once. The P fell out of a sign that said pharmacist, so it just said harmacist. And then somebody was just like, it's a murderer who also has his doctorate, so he's like stabs you, and he's like, I'm bound to bring you back.
That's amazing.
It's actually no, what, this is not excited to be discussed on Twitch, but it reminds me of
I
an
was just
idea
about to
had
say-
for a
Yeah,
paladin power to do that's really evil. That's all you need to know.
Well, this is our D&D crew here coming for session 30 in the Misfit Warrior story. That's right, guys. Only 20 more to be caught up with the heist.
We'll get better eventually.
Maybe by then we'll
I've
know what
got
we're
years.
doing.
God, I can't even imagine where this campaign is going to be in 20 sessions. So,
We're gonna be stuck in Zista.
Right?
hopefully not.
The
Ian will
second
be
we
dead
get to
for the
this, it's
37th
just
time.
regression.
Yeah, it's just regression. We need to visit every shopping bar.
Please, no.
Listen, Brian, you made
What's
the best city in the world, and we just want to live
I'm
there.
so happy. I'm so happy
What's
you guys
the
love
what's
this.
the
I put a
backstory of
lot
this
effort
random
into it.
character you made up on the spot?
Yeah, right. Just like literally,
Agree.
Alien takes up an interest in old architecture, and that's the new campaign. We'll just go visit old places and find out about rocks.
Go.
You
Go
have to
to a
completely
museum.
rewrite how the plot works because we had to, we had to still kind of save the world.
One
We
thing
saved
I'm
the
glad
world
as I
with environmentalism.
No, we're
Or
just gonna murder
eco-terrorism.
everyone who we want.
Look at it.
Eco-terrorism. Oh God, Brian,
one thing
give us
the
the
heist
rundown.
campaign got. One thing the heist campaign got me used to was seriously, DMing on my feet because the chaos you guys ensued. I think I'm going to be better with that in the Misfit campaign, which makes me scared for what's going to happen.
Honestly, you like better than
Tree.
prepared and like ready for it, but I do feel like there'll be a little bit less of it. Like
Yeah,
there's just
but
we're a little more goal oriented as a party. Like it's a little less like herding cats. More like herding a bunch of dogs who are excited to be where they are.
Yeah. So they're still getting distracted, but it's better. It's like, oh, with the group.
Speaking of distraction.
Exactly.
Oh, you guys can't
But-
hear his son, can you? He's screaming.
No.
Oh, we
Your
hear you
son-
now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Oh,
He'll
but
flatten out soon.
Yeah, I feel that same way. I had an hour and a half long freak out this morning for his second nap, and then he wedged his leg in his crib, and I had to like get lotion to unwedge it because he was so upset and wouldn't
Oh.
unbend his knee. Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Mhm.
the life of parents.
Yep. It is fun.
But-
It's challenging every single day.
Brian's walking away as we start the recap.
But before we
doesn't
get
want
into the
spoilers.
recap, the only updates that there are, like Colin said earlier, we are doing a disaster cast this Friday morning. I will wake up for that, so I don't
Doesn't
miss
matter
another
if
one.
you don't. I
And-
will just go back to sleep.
And no real way to announce when I'm doing it, but I'm just doing it for fun. I am occasionally doing a DM plays Pokemon Alpha Sapphire randomizer Nuzlocke. It's my first randomizer Nuzlocke. I'm already 3 gameplay sessions in, and I already have a mythical Pokemon. So please, if you're interested in Pokemon, come watch my sessions. I just got to get them up on YouTube. But yeah, I've always wanted to do a randomizer Nuzlocke and figured I can bring people along for the journey.
I just started playing Mystery Dungeon for the first time.
For the first time, oh my god, it's like D&D, like Pokemon in a way.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
awesome.
having fun.
Let me know how you like it, because that's one of my favorite like spin-off series. But bringing it into the world of Tychorus, guys, let tonight's disaster unfold. So, preview on that disaster. This is mainly for mains.
I need it.
The Misfit Warriors, now missing 2 of its original party members, but with a couple new additions, rush over to Zytalia's promise. Bracket, Jinrash, Nock, their new companion Eileen, and the wizard Oliver, who is kind of just taking this day as it comes.
Yeah, it's been a bit of
nothing but
a
surprises.
it's been a fucking wild day for Oliver.
Mm-hmm. You guys rush over to Zytalia's promise as Tio had warned the group over in the Hunter's Branch Tavern. He has foreseen vampire attack on Zytalia's promise. As this happened, all of the soldiers except the border patrol were ordered back to the barracks for an emergency meeting. So the promise was completely unguarded. Being the only capable people around, he asked you all to rush over there to defend it while he goes to the barracks and lets the guard know. You guys, without hesitation, caught up with Nock and raced over as quickly as you can, getting there, preparing for a fight. But there was nothing there yet. So you all set up in different locations, getting ready for the oncoming attack. Not sure where it's coming from, where you started seeing a black globe coming in from over on the horizon. With some first shots on it, with a blast from the Aquadark, a moonbeam coming down. You guys did make some contact, and you heard the voices say fan out or something like that, just to spread out. They ended up charging into Zytalia's promise in the back, where Oliver, Eileen were, with Nock overlooking on top of the promise. They quickly swarmed over Eileen's body, Eileen falling into this darkness, saving against the magical effect, but the light from his blade now only radiating in a 5-foot space. He saw this white-haired vampire paladin in shining armor come in through the black mist with a spear and ask, "What god do you serve?" Saying Zytalia quickly stabbed him in the chest, grappled him, and one of her spawns came and grappled as well, taking a bite out of him. Very quickly, the tide started turning. As this was happening, Jinrash and Bracket were starting to hear commotion, but are guarding the front of the promise. Jinrash starts rushing over to the side to kind of get in the middle ground of where everything's at, while Bracket stays at the front, ready and guarding against any onslaught. While that was happening, the female vampire decides to leave Eileen to her spawn and starts moving further into the chamber with the promise. Nock jumps off of the promise, trying to get a collateral shot of vampires right in front of Oliver, unfortunately missing through the black globe. Vayne trying as best as she can to make contact with something, but just keeps getting blinded as soon as she goes into that glow of darkness. The group slowly, the vampires slowly started separating as the woman was moving closer towards the front, and a second group, warned of the defenders by that first round of attacks you guys had, skirted around the side of Zytalia's promise, keeping their globe underneath the length of the wall to stay hidden. At this moment, Jinrash hopping onto the wall, thinking that there could be other enemies approaching. At that moment, that one male vampire jumped or spider climbed up the wall and bringing his globe of darkness as well, and just continued on towards the front of the promise. As this was happening, Eileen was fighting off these zombies that were attacking him, moonbeaming everything that he can in the area as often as he can. The remaining two spawns followed their math towards the front of the promise. Oliver just trying to stay away from these fights and assist as much as he can, but struggling to find the spell since he can't see any targets to go after. Other than forgot a fireball in the beginning of the game where you alley-ooped over at that black smoke.
Kobe!
Dog just comes running.
And that vampire spawn being pulled out of the darkness as she started moving towards the front, that vampire's flesh started to burn. And being able to see Eileen, Oliver cast Enlarge on Eileen, making him double the size and empowering him to feel like he was strong enough to run towards the front of the promise and take on the threat. As that was happening, the woman who made it to the front ended up getting in a confrontation with Bracket, who added a light spell to a stone and just threw it in front of him to try to elongate any range of light invisibility he may have. Got into a confrontation with her and her spawns, and also some of the spawns from the male vampire, who seemed to be some sort of caster, coming over the wall as well. Unfortunately, getting hit by several crits, Bracket, overwhelmed, was knocked unconscious.
I want those dice inspected.
I'm sorry, I was on fire last
You
session.
were. I was just like, fuck, goddamn. Just got steamrolled. Every time I play Bracket, I get steamrolled. Every time I play Bracket, I get steamrolled.
No, every time you play Bracket and there's multiple enemies charging you at once, you can't be alone. Stay near. You have your Aura of Protection. You should be near allies.
They never want to stand around.
Yeah, but knocking unconscious, Nock coming into the area, trying to bargain in some way to stop this fight. This was not something that they were going to be able to bargain out of, as these vampires seemed to have a goal. Though none of you could see it, kept on hearing some sort of metal scrape or attack against something on Zytalia's promise. Eileen rushing over in his enlarged form to disrupt anything that he can. He quickly ran into the darkness. These vampires jumping on him, attacking him, trying to knock him down. He eventually did fall unconscious. Bracket getting back up and trying to keep some sort of light, try to find some sort of opening. Jinrash jumped over from the wall on top of Zytalia's promise and came down with his axe on the male vampire caster, getting into a up close and personal fight with him. It did not go well against him, but Jinrash helping to defend, fight off against some of the other vampires. Oliver coming over and trying to figure out anything that he can do, hearing practically a slaughter of these new friends that he just made, cries out in pain, these vampires not knowing what to do, cast another area effect. I believe it was the fire. You did a fireball, right, Andrew?
Yes.
After I remember, I was like, yes, it was another fireball, aiming it particularly to try to hit.
I remember. I think I did hit Knock, and I was like, "I'm sorry."
Knock was the only one who got hit, avoiding Bracket and Eoline. Unfortunately, after that attack, being attacked once, getting 2 death fails, Eoline ended up moving on to the mortal, to beyond the mortal plane.
Shuffled off his mortal coil again.
His be falling lifeless. Still enlarged because Oliver never dropped concentration on enlarge. You guys, after this moment, hearing the chains break within the darkness around Zytalia's promise, the vampires quickly tried to escape. One of them casting Dimension Door, but Oliver just no, and keeping them there as their black cloud faded as well, and they were now exposed to the sunlight as they're trying to retreat. The male one cast Dimension Door as well to get out of there, escaping, and then the female one dashing as fast as she can to get out of here. Her goal accomplished, narrowly escaping, but escaping.
Bitch.
The remaining misfits picked off the leftover vampires, now exposed to the sun, easy prey.
Burned to
And
death.
as their bodies turn to dust and the cloud has been, the dark globe has been lifted, everybody turns back towards the promise. You see the chains now up on the ground, and the crack is starting to spread. And that is where we ended last month's session. Mains, thoughts?
I has a feeling we're fucked.
That was the general vibe last
Hey, you know
session.
how to do knots, right, bitch? Let's get some knotting done.
It doesn't really work with
So,
chain.
You can knot through chain.
so
We're gonna need to do
as
some
we
weaving.
come back, as the misfits gather around their new fallen ally, unsure of what to do in the wake of this defeat, the destruction of Zytalia's promise seems to be resuming as the stone pieces that were suspended now come clattering to the ground. The hole in the middle of Zytalia's chest begins to crack ever so slightly, extending almost to halfway on either side of her waist. And as that happens, begin flowing out of the hole into the sky above the monument, and the sun slowly starts getting blocked out.
What flies out? I did not hear that at all.
Am I going in and out?
Yeah.
A little bit.
I mean, I heard you.
I didn't hear what flew out,
Yeah,
but I
it was
did hear
like
that it was
first
blocking
split
out the sun.
Yeah. It was like a solid
not
80%.
I mean, this has been better than my Yeti mic for a while. Should I try my Yeti mic?
I don't think it's the Yeti mic. I think
it's okay.
I think it's your internet, not your microphone.
Gotcha. There was a thunderstorm here. I don't think it's doing it now, but regardless, a thick black cloud of darkness just starts billowing out of that hole and floating up to the sky. Just starting in the center, so it blocks out the immediate sun, and you can see like a circle of shadows start coming out from Zytalia's promise. What do you all do?
Get the fuck out of there.
I have a thought. I have that really cold rock.
Oh, I can't.
Can
use my
I-
bolt weapon.
Can I put it on Eileen's body?
Yeah.
We're preserving
So you're
him.
actually
I'm putting his body on ice.
As you are standing across Bracket, across Eileen's body, his enlarged body. I don't know if Oliver is still holding concentration or not.
I'm going to drop it. I will have dropped it. I definitely would have
as
dropped
that as that cloud is coming out, his body shrinks as Nock goes over and puts the icy stone onto Eileen's chest, and you can start seeing immediately like the fur starts freezing up a little bit.
Yeah.
Nothing over his whole body, but it does center a extreme cold there.
So I'm gonna grab onto him and begin fucking walking out of here.
Bracket, use your action to go down and grab Eileen's body. Oliver and Jinrash, you guys have it. Are you guys doing anything?
I am inspecting the statue. Do I know what the purpose of the statue of Zytalia is?
Roll a history check. Mr. Studious.
Dog shit.
Dog shit.
That's a 10.
10. Okay. Why can't I click on? Hold on.
Because you're banned.
I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to discern like what exactly just happened and why what the vampires did.
I assume
what you know.
broken, but,
What you know is this is Zytalia's promise. This is a seal, or a barrier of sorts that was created back after the Timeless Age, when Ilios was sealed away by the original Times Alignment group. It stood here as a monument and a reminder of that time and the sacrifice that they made in order to achieve peace and time in the world. A preservation celebration goes on every 22 years at this location, and it just happened a few weeks ago. News did spread to the city of there being an attack on the Promise, but you didn't get any particular details. This is the first time you see it, and you look in front of you and you see the blue ethereal chains just broken on the ground, and the crack just slowly expanding. And as Jinrash, are you doing anything? You're going over.
I want to try and use my breath attack, but as an attack, I want to try and fuse one of the chain links back together.
Does he have any breath weapon left?
I don't.
Conlon used one in the battle last session. How many do you get per day? Is it just one for short rest?
For short rest.
So unfortunately, you don't have your breath weapon, Brian. I'm sorry.
I wasn't sure if maybe I could use. Because I'm not trying to do an attack specifically. I'm just trying to heat the metal. I wasn't sure.
Roll a. I'd say fire. Roll a wisdom check. Is using your spellcasting modifier as you're trying to focus in on this. Even though it's not there right now, you're trying to focus any amount that you can out.
I need dice.
Eileen, just so you know, it's been about 18 seconds since you've been dead.
His body's cold. That gotta help, right?
Can wet hands do anything? Or how does the possession... Sorry,
maybe.
I was gonna get to that, but I'm waiting for everybody. I just want everybody to have a turn.
Exactly. I wasn't trying to step on toes. You opened the can.
Do I have time to search his body to see if he has anything that could help? Or is putting the
pause on that real quick. Just hold that thought. Jinrash?
I got 16.
16. You go down and you grab the chain links and you focus in, and you are able to get a small focused area on one of them. It doesn't seem to be having the effect that normal chains would to this sort of heat. Even though this isn't the most the hottest breath you've done, you do know it should be reacting to some degree, and it seems unscathed by the fire breath.
These are magical.
And as all that's going on, as Bracket is trying to lift up Eileen's body, you see the ethereal ghost form of Wet Hands come up. Please, can anybody help my matey? Anybody a healer?
We all stare at him? No.
Sorry. really?
Healing's not my forte.
Literally, I would like.
And as you guys hear a shriek as this is happening, as you turn back towards the statue, and
Oh, that's not
two
good.
winged creatures come out, and a black one on the ground. A shadowy form that looks very similar to what you guys may have fought the other night. These flying ones seeming to be about 4x4 with their arms out with 4 finger-length claws as their wings just... And I need everybody to roll some initiative.
I don't love that. Oh no.
Oliver is just gonna say this day just keeps getting shittier.
That's why I began dragging the body. Wasn't even
I appreciate
the
that.
beginning.
For initiative. I have advantage.
So,
and I still roll
Brian,
bad.
Yes.
I'd like to revisit that question about how possession works, because I don't know if I should even roll initiative or if Wet Hand should or anything. Like, what do I do?
So, I would say, for now, do nothing.
Okay.
But we'll see how the first couple rounds play out.
Okay.
I forgot what I rolled for a second.
Okay,
I remembered.
30 to 25. I didn't think so. 25 to 20.
Yeah, this is
Vane
bad
got
those
a
days.
21.
Woo!
Yeah, Vane got
Bane
a 21.
got a 21.
She
Yeah.
should better use
Vicky,
her first
if you
attack
go-
to fucking run.
Vicky, if you go over to roll 20, just move Vane where Vane would have flown over on your turn.
There,
All right.
I don't-
20 to 15.
17.
A barbarian up front, or second up front. 15 to 10.
13.
11.
12.
Hey, you guys are grouped together. But I think this is the first time Knock is the bottom of the initiative.
I rolled a 6 with advantage.
Okay, let's see what these guys get.
It's absurd. I'll put Vane. How do I... Oh, I actually can't control where Vane is.
Oh, hold on.
Also,
Controlled
can
by
I don't need it just
all
yet.
players. Safe.
But can you
You should be
set
good.
Aileen's body to being controlled by all players? We need to drag his dead ass.
Oh no, I don't worry. I can move
Yeah.
Eileen's dead ass wherever you need his dead ass to go.
I feel like Vane would stand kind of like protectively in front of Knock, realistically.
Okay.
Seems pretty reasonable
alright.
for Vane.
All right, let me just get up my section here with all their stats. Custom monsters. All right, and just for a 19. All right, so at the top of the initiative, Vane. Knock Vane is hovering above you kind of protectively and sees these things fly out. The one obscure landing on the ground diagonally to both Oliver and Jinrash. The bat-like bird creatures fly out and move to the side and hover about 15 feet above the rest of the party, looking like they're ready to attack.
Yeah, I think Vane would instinctively go for the other flying creatures. Because she says that's my shit.
All right.
So she's flying. So let's just act like she's above, you know? And then
Okay.
I will roll to hit.
All right.
I'm assuming it's a straight roll, yeah?
Yes, it is a straight roll. No globe of darkness, putting disadvantages. Is straight combat for you.
14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
Damn. I think she.
So Vane goes over and just
only has one.
and the bird just kind of moving in a way Vane hasn't seen a bird move before. It's not almost like a flap, like it kind of like moves almost fluidly in the air. It does seem to flap, but it can also like move its body. It's able to dodge out of her way.
I don't think she can
Alright.
do anything else, so I'm gonna keep her within range, like within melee range of this guy.
Okay, so you're gonna stay right where it's floating 15 feet
Yep.
above both you and Jinrash, right in front of this creature. All right.
Yep.
Next in the initiative goes over to Wet Hands, and Wet Hands is just Mitchie. And he doesn't. He's trying to think of something to do. He's gonna use He's gonna use minor inconvenience, and he's gonna point over at the thing in front of them, in front of the statue. Hey, you shadowy fuck! Your friends hurt my matey! And you're gonna just see a part of the shadow's form just almost seems to just get a wind gust just goes through and just shaves part of the shadow off, and it just goes and it takes 1 point of damage.
Would it still take the increased damage from our level? It should at least be
take
2
2 points of damage.
Hell yeah!
We haven't seen Wet Hands, right? Have we?
You have seen Wet Hands introduced, and we're like, that's a lot. I believe so. Yeah, it did get introduced.
Yeah, he poked his head out when he met Nock. I'm not sure that Bracket has.
Right.
But Jinrash.
Bracket was there at that time.
Yeah,
Bracket and
that's
Jinrash
what I
were
meant.
there
Yeah,
when
no,
you
yeah.
met Nock.
Jinrash might not know that Wet Hands is there, but Bracket definitely does, and Nock has met him. And Oliver was there the first time.
Mm-hmm. All right. After Wet Hands' turn, Jinrash, it is yours. There was a shadowy bat about 15 feet in the air, so 10 feet above you to your side there. And then there's one of those shadowy obscure you guys were fighting the night before in front of you. You notice, Jinrash, based on your previous fight with them, that this area is slowly getting dark. And you remember it was hard to see them when they were in the dark.
Can I try to cast Cure Wounds on fuck, I can't remember.
Haley.
Callum's character Eileen?
Yeah. On you.
Just for shits and giggles.
Just to see if it will even bring him back.
Just
Yeah.
pump it in.
You turn over, Bracket has him in his hands, and you just turn over, axe up in the front, and you just put your hand over, and you can see the energy kind of flow out of your arms. It's almost like a fiery lightning strike that goes up your arm, and then you touch his body, and you can feel the divine energy come out of your palm, but does not make purchase with any.
Okay.
So that was your action.
What's your bonus action?
I'm not gonna go into rage right now because I know it's just gonna be a waste.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna. I can't do anything.
Okay, you're just gonna stand these monsters in front of you, axe up, guarding, ready some hits for your friends. All right, next to the initiative, Nock, you hear coming out of the pouch that you have with Muri. Nock, just 1 moment. I'll be right there.
It's fast. It's worse. It's
Everything sucked.
everything.
All right, and then it goes on to the
evacuating Ladris.
It looks it goes on to the obscure bird's turn. So the one that's in front of Vane gonna see it and is gonna just turn it, both the clawed hands just swiping in Vane's direction. That is a 15 to hit.
Misses.
Hey, they're not as strong as what you just fought.
Hey, guess what?
All
Her
right,
AC is
but
16.
multi-attack. So,
Yeah.
and a 15 again. So, this thing just Vayne registering its movements, registering its weird, and just staying super heightened with the intensity of the situation. Vayne knows Nox in danger and is on her A game.
Yeah.
All right. That obscure bird's
That's
turn
my
is done,
bird.
but the other one is going to let me see. It is going to fly down in front of Oliver.
Oh no.
And Oliver, you're just looking up at this, and this bird just comes down, 2 claws coming in your direction.
Fuck.
Oh, that's cocked. Hold on. That is a 16 to hit.
Yeah, even with my mage armor, that still hits. Do I do I want to use a shield right now?
It's gonna attack you twice, bud.
Shield.
Shield. So a +5 to your AC. What does that make it?
With my hold on, 13. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 with shield.
19. All right, your AC is currently 19 for the remainder of this turn. Good to know. So that first one bounces off the magical shield, but then the second one doesn't even seem like it's affected by the first one being knocked back, and kind of like separately comes out and swipes underneath. And that one is a 15 to hit. These guys are rolling consistently, like the same numbers.
Roll
Jesus.
15 all day. It
That's
doesn't mean
what we
anything to
love to
bracket.
All right, and that one too, just bouncing off your shield. Oliver, you are up close, and this is not looking
I don't
fun.
like it. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
All right, end of their turns. It goes on to Bracket. You have Eileen's body in your hand. You can see Jinrash fighting one, Vayne fighting the other, Oliver defending himself against the third.
Okay, free action. Let go of his clothes.
I half expected you to just throw Eileen's body at them.
I did
So
think
Eileen's
about
body
it, but
just
that
goes
would use my
onto the
action
ground?
and also not worth throwing him. We might lose the rock. Or the gear that Eileen has. I kind of want to lose his body. If we don't get the body, we're in a bad place.
All right, so Eileen's body drops to the ground. The ice stone jostling a little bit, but still staying in that area.
I'm then
One,
going to use...
1 second. Hold on.
I know. It's okay.
Also can't see the map.
Oh, I need to switch the map. Sorry, that's my fault.
Oh no, I just don't have access to it.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Do you not have a Roll20 signed in, or you don't know it anymore?
I do. I am signed in. I'm just not part of this game, apparently.
Oh, did we not add
no.
I need-
game?
I need a couple minutes. Could we go to a quick intermission?
Yeah.
All right. I'm taking care of my fiance tonight. She's sick. So we'll be back from a short intermission.
Should be. I don't have OBS open, so
All
I have
right.
no clue. Yes, they can see and hear us.
We are back. We are back. Thank you guys for your patience.
We're
Sick
back.
fiance.
Back again.
Bracket, it is your turn still. You dropped
Yes, I'm
Eileen's body.
Yes. I use my entire lay on hands pool on myself.
Good.
I don't have a lot of HP.
Good choice. Good
Mhm.
choice.
Did you where you've moved your body or your character? Is that where your character moved to?
I did not touch it, so that was not me.
Oh, he is. Oh, my fault. It might have been me at some point then, but cool.
I was
So
still
you
on top
were,
of Eileen
like,
pretty
at-
much.
Yes, you're in the same space as Eileen because he's an item right now, so you guys can be in the same space as each other.
Yep.
He's an object.
You can add Eileen to your inventory after this if he doesn't get Okay,
Literally stick
Bracket,
me
so
in my
that's your
bag of holding
action.
and carry me.
Bonus action.
That's you still have a bonus
is-
action.
Let me just double check something. I just need to double check a distance. Okay. And then I'm going to cast as a bonus action Compel Duel on the one that's attacking Oliver.
Gotcha. What do I need to roll?
I believe it's a wisdom save.
Oh, these things are totally wise. It has a 0 to its wisdom, but it got a 16.
It just passes.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was 0 to the wisdom score, so that was just straight die luck. All right. Any movement, or are you sticking over Eileen's body?
I will now, since that did not work, will essentially walk in front of Oliver.
Gotcha. All
And
right, this
scream at
thing
the
is
stupid
within
monster.
melee
Hey!
combat of you.
I have no. Hey, you!
Over here.
Flip it off.
All right,
Here's your
and that
burn.
ends your turn.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Oliver, it is your turn.
All right.
I
I'm
think
going to.
your shield ends at the end of your turn, right?
Apparently, I should just use Shield of Faith on you, bud. Sorry.
Let's double check
It's still the beginning of your next turn.
until the start of my next turn, so it's gone now. Wait.
Gotcha. Okay.
Wait. No. Wait.
Yes.
We're at the
'Cause
top of
when
the
I-
turn.
technically, yeah,
when
'cause
I-
you just
When I used it, it wasn't my turn.
It was a reaction because the spell
Right.
is a reaction spell.
So
And it-
yeah.
now
So
that
now
my,
it's your
affecting
new
you.
turn. It's a fresh turn.
so it
It
dropped.
only you can only use it when you would be attacked anyways, and
Right.
since it's your turn, you're not gonna get attacked.
Right, but
Yeah,
okay.
you now have your reaction back too.
Anyway, I'm going to run right over here behind a knock in vein.
Anyway,
It's gonna get an
I'm
attack
getting
of
the fuck out of
opportunity
here.
against you.
Wait, what?
It's gonna get an
right on
attack of
top of you, bud.
opportunity against you.
Fuck.
That is a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I want to
Because my
drag your
shield,
bodies.
So-
because my shield's not up. My shield's not up anymore, so that hits.
All right. As you run away, this thing, your shield drops, and then at that same moment, the thing goes for one swipe and deals 9 points of slashing damage.
Oh no!
Ow.
My skin and bones.
All right.
Also,
it's your turn.
When Wet Hands comes back up in initiative, I have some things I'd like to offer as ideas.
Okay.
You still conscious, bud?
I'm still up. Yeah, I'm still
Okay,
up.
that's good.
So there's 3, or wait, so is it just, are there 2? Is it just this one and this one?
There's 2 bats, and then there is one just shadowy, like almost like animal type, like on the ground version of the
Puppy.
shadows.
It's a puppy.
The puppy.
It's
The
a puppy.
It's a
puppy
cute,
shadow.
it's a cute puppy. You just need to make it not be cute anymore.
Just think of it as a vile beast, and you'll move on.
All right.
And
I'm
for
going-
now, and Oliver, you can see them all. For now.
for
What
now,
you need to
yes.
do is pull out a vacuum cleaner and scare the shit out of them with it.
Okay, well, we will
Alright,
find
I'm
some
going
Luigi's
to.
Mansion.
I'm going to cast Magic Missile at 2nd level.
The
Okay.
vacuum cleaner of wizard
Uh,
spells.
Where are you throwing them?
So 2nd level gives me 4 darts, if I'm correct, or 3, or is it? Wait.
I believe it's 3 at level 1, so second
So
level
level
should be
2.
4.
Level.
Just double
Yes,
check.
yep. So I'm going to send 2 at this one and 2 at this one.
I only saw your flash once. Okay,
There
so
we
both
go.
the bats. Gotcha.
It took a bit.
Fucking roll.
All right,
20.
auto hit. roll
yes,
the damage.
magic missile auto hit, and magic missile is 1d4 plus 1. Okay. Well. Okay. So on the first one, that's 5,
Okay.
and the other one's 5 as well.
Damn. All right, just.
What a noise.
I know, and the sound picked every single piece of it up, I think. So it was really something to behold.
I would. Thank God we record this shit, but I don't know if that's actually going to be in the Twitch cut or not.
And what's the next ones, Andrew?
What? I
You
said
rolled 2 against one and 2 against the other.
Oh, you're right. I'm a fucking idiot.
You all know.
Okay.
You're not a fucking idiot. You're just forgetful, and
I'm not even.
yeah,
I'm not even.
ADD,
I'm not even stoned. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I'm the one who's fucked
ADHD
up.
and D.
All right. So then that's 3 and 4.
All right, so 7 points on that one. Gotcha. All right, so that's your attack. Your action. You have any bonus action?
That's what I can do as a bonus action.
Do you have? Oh wait, no, you don't have any more second level spells. Never mind.
Nope. All I have one first level spell slot left. That is all I got.
Is it
Jesus.
be able to kiss your own butt?
You should tell it to go fuck itself.
I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna flip them off. Fuck you guys.
That's how you
Fuck
set
you
the
guys.
magic missile out.
Fuck you guys.
Pew pew.
Are you only a wizard?
I am just a wizard. Why?
Ah, because you still have the wand of wonder, I think.
I do have.
So look into
Wand
that
of
for your
Wonder,
your next turn.
But I'm pretty sure that's. I'm pretty sure that's an action to use.
Yeah, so that'll be like the next turn thing.
Next turn, use it. Don't. If we don't solve this problem yet.
Apply
Also,
more.
the effects on that are completely random, so that is unpredictable.
Sounds like an adventure. We are having an emergency.
All right, is that the end of your turn, Andrew?
Yes, that is the end of my turn. I'm going to cower behind the giant bird.
And the giant bird and knock the halfling quarter orc in front of you, which goes on to knock. It is your turn.
Okay. Have any of them not acted yet?
The regular obscure.
Cool. I'm gonna shoot that one with an arrow.
And that gives you advantage, right?
It does. It does. It gives me advantage if they have not acted yet in initiative. So with my longbow, I'm going to take a shot.
Okay, roll to hit.
That is a 25 to hit.
Very
Oh,
good.
Hey,
can I
there
have
it
cast
is.
Hunter's Mark first, actually? Is that okay?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Bonus action, you send Hunter's Mark on him, and you can see that thorny design circling around the back of its head again.
Yeah, and I will hit it with an arrow. So it'll be this much plus. Okay. That is 16 points of damage.
Jesus, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
I rolled real good.
Okay. As it hits its form, just so you know, it hits it. It definitely takes that hit. It does not seem like it damaged it as much as you thought it would, but it definitely took that hit.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Also, as a reaction, Vane can take a swipe at the one that she is next to.
Hell yeah! Revised Ranger feats. Let's go.
Yeah. So that is 20 to hit, dirty 20.
That does hit.
And that'll be...
I'm so glad to be playing with you guys as 6th level, because we didn't get to do many 6th level fights before before COVID. So
that is 11 points of slashing damage.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
This thing starts to just also looks like it didn't hurt as much, but
Yeah.
it did some damage on this thing.
Gonna multi-class into
Alright.
monk so that my attacks are magical.
Alright, that was your action knock. Any bonus action or movement?
My bonus action was
your bonus action was
attacking,
Hunter's Mark.
was Hunter's Mark. And
So
then
any movement.
feel like I don't want to not be in front of Oliver, considering he just towered behind me. I feel like it's mean to then move.
You're just like, I'm not the right one to cower
Oliver,
behind, but...
Oliver, did you actually, like, get... Because she's... they're a...
I was really,
I'm 3 feet tall.
I was trying to like more so
Be behind
Vayne, not.
Yeah.
Gotcha, okay. So just standing in that space behind and just trying to keep something in between these monsters and you, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will
Typical
still,
wizard.
I think I'll just kind of hang out here. I feel like 10 feet is far enough away. They can probably... Well... I guess I'm not within range of them. Maybe it would be good to get further away. I don't know how fast they can move. Yeah, I've got 30 feet of movement. I guess I'll just step back because I can shoot them from far away and then they can't get to me, ideally. That's Vayne.
Gotcha.
Also, we have to leave. Like...
Yeah. I'm gonna back up 15 feet and I'm gonna bring Eileen with me. Eileen's body.
Gotcha. Alright, you just start dragging Eileen's form over with you. It's gonna be in the same space as you since you're holding it. Sorry I have to keep moving this black box. It's my portal, and for some reason it only lets me click on it when it's, and I had to make it a very big box to make it this big, so it's gonna be moving around a lot, but that is the representation of the crack. Alright.
Yeah, so I'm a good distance away from them, just in case.
Okay. So knock that as the end of your turn. It goes on to the Obscure's turn. And this thing has Jinrash right in front of it. Even though it just got hit with knock and start run away, this creature's right in front of it, and it's going. It's out for blood here, and it's gonna roll 2 of its attacks at you. There must be something wrong today. This die has rolled nothing but 8s. It has been 5 8s in a row on this
Keep
one.
rolling
that
it.
is a 15 to hit. Are you okay?
Rolling it.
You're gone. Okay,
He gets
Vayne,
plus
does that hit?
7. No, it doesn't. Hit.
Yes.
Plus 7.
Okay. Second attack with a different die. There we go. A 26 to hit.
Hey, oh no.
That doesn't hit.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh,
I'm Jinrash. I flip it off.
That is 10 points of bludgeoning damage as a shadowy punch just and just clocks you in the jaw.
Okay.
Alright, and that is the end of its turn. Goes to the top of the initiative. Vayne at 21.
Yeet and beat. Yeet and beat.
Yeah, I mean, I think just hitting the one that's directly in front of her is probably the move.
Mm-hmm.
How's this thing looking? Hurt or nah?
Looking decently hurt.
Okay, cool. Let's see if I can make it worse. Ah, it's so sad. It teetered off of a natural 20.
That's the worst.
So, yeah, that's only a 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
Unfortunate. That's Vayne's turn.
Gotcha. And as
she can't take bonus action, she's a bird.
Leave her alone. She's doing her best.
She doesn't get those.
I say she should. I petition.
I agree.
I petition has whoever the fuck owns Wizards of the Coast. You must solve this. Birds get bonus actions.
Oh no, there's more. No. We could have
Is it Vane's turn?
As Vane's turn ends, you see one more obscure hop out onto the ground and one more obscure bird. As those creatures come out and things start looking a little bit more bleak, Oliver, right to your side, to your left, you can just feel. You are attuned to it. You feel magical energy gathering around to the side of you. And you look over there and you can start just seeing like runes just coming out of the ground, these magical glyphs, before just out of nowhere, a Loxodon in clerical robes uses word of recall to bring herself over to Zytalia.
Yay!
Oh,
Deus
with
Ex
her
Machina!
mace
Deus Ex Machina!
in hand.
that's
She
my
looks around
baby.
and sees everybody spread out and then just looks up at Zytalia's promise.
Solve the dead guy
Tyvor,
first!
I
And
can
start running!
I can see the blackened hair. Ilios has his gaze on us. And Muri is going to join the initiative.
Oliver's just gonna say,
Yes!
what? Seeing this, Oliver's just gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
That's my queen.
The words I said,
Okay,
by the way,
let
the
me-
words bracket says, save the dead guy, start fucking running.
And is there an elephant? There's not an elephant, so I'm going to just represent Muri with this giant hulking suit of armor.
Yes.
Would I have any idea who this is, or do I just not have a clue?
You have not met Muri. No, this is just you see this Loxodon, which Andrew, in case you don't know, Loxodons are based off of elephants. This giant elephant-esque creature in clerical robes with a necklace of a jar hanging around their neck. They hold a multi-pronged rod in their hand that's ornately decorated, and you can see several buttons along the side of it. And yeah, huge, like big person.
You might have noticed, if you have a high enough perception, you might have noticed Nox yelling into a little pouch around their neck. Yelling for somebody to come.
In the past turns, yes.
Okay.
You can
Alright.
assume this is backup.
After that, it goes to Wet Hands' turns. Callum, go ahead. Take over Wet Hands for a turn.
Okay, well, I need a little bit of clarity. Wet Hands is a ghost, right?
Yes.
So he has the abilities of a ghost. Can you he used what was that spell? The one that
He's
Minor
minor
inconvenience?
inconvenienced.
does he have access to any of my other spells?
He has the cantrips that a water genasi and spells that a water genasi can still do. So I believe that's
Okay, so
that
he
gust
does
of wind spell.
and Mage Hand. He got that
Yes.
one from being a goosty. Okay, well,
And fog cloud as well.
could he use any of my items? Like, could he make a stretcher for me from a floating disc from my armor?
He, in his form, can only cast spells to interact. He physically can't unless he uses that mage hand. That's his only way to try to react with the physical world.
Okay. I think. I mean, okay, so can I just ask the party, do we get the sense that these guys are probably immune to fear?
No idea. Could try it.
I'm okay, so I'm slightly worried because it's all non-undead creatures, which I'm not even positive these things are non-undead, which would be potentially super, super bad for us.
If they're undead, I think they're shadow creatures is the vibe.
But Wet Hands would not really know what they are.
So he could just
That's
try.
fair.
Yeah, just from like looking at him, I don't know.
He's just
Well-
trying. Send it.
Good shot, yeah.
Actually, whoa,
Callum?
I don't want to do this. No, because seriously, if you guys fail by 5 or more, you'll age 1d4 times 10 years.
Whoa!
This is like a for
crazy.
real thing that he can do. It's just like, I don't want to affect everyone, and he doesn't get to choose who it affects.
Oh, okay.
Shit. So, I mean, can I use his Withering Touch? Could I just like reach out and touch the closest one to Eileen's body?
None of them are near you.
Well, yeah,
Sorry,
he's
say
got
that
like
one more time.
movement
You
speed
broke
and
up a little
stuff.
bit in my end.
Could Wet Hands like float across and like make a Withering Touch attack and then float back through the floor back to Eileen's body?
Yeah, as long as he has enough space. He has a 30-foot floating speed. Remember, if he ends his turn inside the ground or something, he's going to take force damage. But he could definitely float his body. I can put something on there for Wet Hand's body because he stayed where your body was. What would it be? Creatures and monsters. I'm going to just... This weird-looking thing. This will be Wet Hands. No idea
Yeah, he
what that thing is. Mistakenly something unique.
where the body was before, because I doubt. Because if he's not connected to Eileen anymore, when I moved him.
Yes, so he would be back over here. I believe, yeah, because Knock was right below. So
Yeah.
that's where Wet Hands' body is. Callum, do you see the map?
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm looking in my inventory right now for some inspiration on what I might be able to do because, like, I'm feeling a little.
I sent the map in the chat, and the little weird purple with a green orb creature is Wet Hands.
Little green.
It's like a little purple thing underneath Jinra.
With a green orb.
Yeah.
Next
Okay.
to Vane.
Okay. Yeah, I see that shape. That's a shape for sure.
Yeah, that is
It
definitely
looks vaguely ghosty.
I did
It
not
kinda
say
does
anything
remind
like
me of
that.
ectoplasm, so.
Okay, so yeah, I guess ghosts don't have Yeah, I'm gonna move over and touch the closest thing, and then worst case scenario, he'll take some force damage when he floats into the floor. Like,
Well, he only has to move 5 feet to get to the closest creature.
all right, cool. So
And what's he gonna do?
make a withering touch attack. So his
Gotcha.
first roll, what is his to hit? Is it just like regular Goosty stats?
Yes, he is a regular ghost. Nothing is enhancing him, so he's just the ghost.
That is a 22 to hit.
That is gonna hit that creature. Yeah, roll the damage.
Okay, so it's 4d6 plus 3 necrotic.
D6 plus the necrotic. Okay.
20 necrotic damage.
So Wet Hands reaches out and uses a withering touch, and the creature seems to be unaffected by the withering.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Okay, so at least we learned that he can't really do anything to hurt these guys. So they're probably basically ghosts. I guess he's gonna float into the floor and then try to retreat.
Okay, as far as he can, or just over towards Eileen.
Yeah, as far as he can towards Eileen and maybe like onto the other side of him.
Gotcha.
He'll probably
You have
stick
enough
near
movement?
Eileen so that he won't like. He doesn't know Muri might be a threat. He'll probably stick near Eileen just because like that's the only person he really knows in the area.
Gotcha. All right, and that's the end of Wet Hands' turn. Jinrash, it is your turn. Another one just popped out. And another one flying.
Only within 5 feet. So I have 3 I can hit. Right, the 3 in front of me are all kind of like.
The bats
Ground level?
are 15 feet up in the air, so the ones with wings you cannot reach, but both of the ones on the ground you can reach.
Okay. So I'm gonna use. Wait. All 3 of the bats are 15 feet in the air.
Yes.
Fuck it. I'm gonna use Word of Radiance.
Okay, what does that do?
Cantrip. They need to make a Constitution saving throw.
All 3 of them?
The 2 that are on the ground. That's within 5 feet of me.
Oh, gotcha. Wisdom
Nah,
saving
fucking
throws.
yeah, all
These
3 of
things are
them. We'll just lie.
these things are
I don't know.
totally wise.
I jump up and scream and say, "Burn, bitches!"
A 15 and then a 5.
The 5 fails, so he takes a D6.
5 fails.
Yep.
You should actually, because you are a level 6 character overall, cantrips should be doing their next level of damage, which should be 2d6.
Okay.
Most cantrips, it should say it at the bottom of yours, but most cantrips, once you get to level 5, it upgrades to 2d6.
I wasn't sure if it was specifically if you were a level 6 cleric.
No, it's character level for cantrip damage. So roll 2d6 damage against that. The one on the right. That's the one that
He
just
takes
jumped out.
He takes 10 points of radiant damage.
All right, 10 points. Awesome. That thing, it took a decent hit right there. All right, that was your action.
And then I'm going to bonus action rage.
Hell yeah. What is the radius of your rage, Aura?
10 feet.
So, okay, you're gonna hit both of the 2 obscure, and Oliver is gonna get clipped by it.
Dick.
Do a jump. Like, try to avoid it.
I don't
It's
think
how
I
many
can.
points of damage? 2?
It's 3 points of fire damage.
3 points of fire damage. Okay, the rage comes out, and these 2 creatures, and the fire catches their form for a second before fizzling away. And Oliver, who were just cowering, and then Nock just ran to the side. Your cover only from the big bird, and then just suddenly a burst of heat just hits you, and you feel your body catch minor embers, and you put them out real quick, and you take 3 points of fire damage.
Yeah, all right.
He's like, fun.
There go my eyebrows.
3 damage has never hurt so much before.
Yeah,
My eyebrows.
There go my eyebrows.
All right, and that's are you? All you have left is your movement. Are you staying there?
Do you think a cure wounds brings your eyebrows back?
No, you need the spell regenerate. It's the only spell that
Regeneration.
mentions that it will grow your stuff back.
No.
right. Cool. All right, you stay
Staying
right
where I
there.
am.
It goes on to Muri's turn.
Yes.
Muri grabs
something
her
useful.
mace of lordly might and holds it pointed up towards the statue. Clutching her holy symbol in her hand, she uses divine intervention and shouts, Tyvor, please, I beseech thee once more. Hold back the terrors from the blackened hair. Keep Ilios, your brother, away from this plane. And she swipes her mace out there and then points it up in the direction. It begins to glow and the tip of it opens up, blasting a beam of light energy out from her mace and colliding directly at the center of the crack in the promise. It hits that opening and then spreads across the surface of this portal that is opening like water filling a space. Moments later, the crack stops spreading and ruins begin to float in the open space, creating some sort of magical barrier blocking the portal's entrance and holding it together. before a blue-shaped jar, a blue jar-shaped lock is going to appear at the center with a key inserted into it. The key turns and then floats down and just enters back into the rod that Muri was holding before the top closes. And the cloud of darkness stops spreading up above, but there is a circle of clouds up in the sky. It's hard to tell how much that just persists, keeping the shadowed area over the promise right now. And then Muri, that is her action.
Yeah, that's pretty helpful, I'm gonna say.
Conlon, how was that for a turn?
That was a better turn than I'm gonna have.
And then Muri just looks towards the creatures in front of her, and she is going to...
Scene.
Yeah, we're in a cutscene. We 100% are in a cutscene.
I love
I just want to
her.
see
She
Muri
is-
gore a motherfucker with her cuts. Like, that's all I want.
She is gonna create a spiritual weapon of her mace in the space right next to Bracket, and is gonna swipe with the mace at that bat that was with it like 10 feet up in the air attacking Oliver. And that is a 28 to hit.
My God.
I
You're so
think
funny.
from the corner, Noctis goes, "I'm so happy that you're here, Muri."
And she casts it at 3rd level, so it's gonna be doing 2d8 points of damage. That's an 8. And that's a 1. Okay,
Cleric.
across the board. That's 14 points of damage to that bat. Which one was that?
Motherfucking warning shot right there.
Motherfucking warning shot. I love that. All right, that is 14 points of damage. That one, its shadowy form is fizzling. It's still holding, but it's definitely not holding up well. And that is Muri's turn. She's going to stay strong right there in that area and just look around, see everybody around her, and she's going to see the body that Nock is holding of a Kenku. And that will be the end of Muri's turn. Going on to the obscure bat. The one next to...
Fight me, bitch.
The one... Before you do that, the one next to Vayne is going to attack.
Oh yeah, I want both of them to fight me. That'll be a little hard.
Do it.
I'll get her done, but...
That is a natural 20 to hit against Vayne.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
That'll hit her. It's
It
okay.
had to happen. You know, somebody had to break the nat 20 dry spell there.
Yeah, she's got
Alright,
a good
and that
amount of
one-
hit points. She's big.
All right. That is 9 points of slashing damage from the first attack. And that is a 25 to hit on the next one.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So that'll be 8 more points of slashing damage. Just slashes up at Vayne.
That brings her down to 33 hit points.
Oh, she's so really strong. Good girl.
Yeah, that's out of 50. She's pretty good.
Kill me.
Hell yeah.
She's pretty
All right,
big.
Bracket.
She's a big bird.
Bracket. Both of them are going to do a one of them, hold on. First, one of them that is the 10 feet is going to use a claw attack against you. That is a 19 to hit. I know that just beats. I'm sorry.
If only he had the reaction to grab its throat and rip it in half.
That is 9
Pretty
points of
strong
damage.
reaction.
So I won't work on for my reaction.
And then it's going to back up out of your space about 10 feet, so you get an attack of opportunity against it.
Cool. That was a bad choice. Let me get to that.
They're not always the smartest, but they have some sort of tactics.
With an attack of opportunity, can I pump a smite into it? Also, is this the
Oh,
one that's
yeah,
really
man.
hurt,
I think so.
or is this the one that's only slightly hurt?
The one that you're attacking is the one who's really hurt.
Okay, then no reason to waste. Okay, so I'll just smack it. That's a 21. Sorry, no, that math is wrong. It's a 23.
23. Is your sword glowing?
Yeah, I haven't disabled it.
Cool. That's been illuminating this space here too, and you
Yeah.
swipe up at this creature. Roll your damage.
I need dice. Sad. So that's 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Yeah, that one just swiped through, and as it was backing up, its form just starts evaporating into the darkness around it until there's no sign of its body.
Neato.
The other one that is up in the air is going to, at first,
I'm gonna flip it off.
while it's 15 feet up there, as you flip it up, is going to go in the air, and then you heat out of its mouth a little bit of shadow spit comes out in your direction.
Gross.
It's gonna try
And
acid burn
that
your
is
finger
only a
off.
10 to hit.
Yeah, bounces off the shield.
Just
Is that
bounces
thunk?
off the shield. And as you move the shield away, it has moved down to your space, and it comes in with a claw attack for its multi-attack. And that is a DM nat 1.
Dang.
So the thing you move the shield back, you see it coming towards it, and then it just flies right into your shield.
Yeah, imagine it flies grabbing onto the shield trying to attack me. I'm like, that is not me. Oh, Brian.
Yeah, trying to reach over it to hit you.
Its
that is
legs are not long enough, so it's just like kind of scratching the inside of the shield uselessly.
that is the end of the obscure bat's turns. Bracket, it is your turn. There is one, and it stayed within your melee range.
I imagine it's still kind of attacking the shield.
Oh yeah, it's on the shield trying to like reach around it. That was the nat 1 effect.
I'm sorry, bud. You're about to get obliterated in ways that's really funny.
Shield slam, shield slam.
Oh, I'm just gonna. I have 2 attacks, so no, that's not worth wasting.
2 attacks.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack it.
Okay.
And that one is first one's a 19.
That hits.
Okay, and no extra damage. And first bit of damage is 14.
14. What's that type of damage? Is that?
Slashing, I believe.
Gotcha. No extra damage from that radiant chance effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one I'm gonna pump. This one I'll pump a smite into.
Gotcha. The first one you slash through it makes contact, not dealing as much damage as you think, but second attack.
Yeah. Well, I said the first attack I'm pumping a smite into.
Oh, I thought you said the second attack. Cool. All right, pump the smite. The smite in.
I'm gonna pick the one that I already know I hit, which I'm allowed to do. I'm gonna pump into the second one, unsure if I'm gonna hit yet. Okay. Sorry. Let me just get to the stat block. Okay, 2d6.
2d8s.
Now that for mine, this smite is 2d6s. And it is 10 points of thunder damage. It's a thunderous smite.
10 points of thunder damage. As that smite just reverberates off your shield, you just see the shadow just disperse over your shield before that disappears.
All right. I'm gonna take a running attack at one of the ones in front of Jinrash.
Cool. All right. So run and make your attack.
Oh, so I'll run to attack that one.
Okay.
That does a 25 hit.
No, this one's got
Yes.
Yeah, this one.
It uses Mega Shield. It gets a plus 15 to its AC.
Yeah.
He was in the middle of a rolling animation and is immortal.
Brian, how do you roll your percentile dice for 100?
So I hold on, that is 90 and then 0 because
Okay.
90 and then 0 is
Okay.
10. So
I want to double check based on what I rolled. Okay. Then there's no effect.
Mhm.
Then it's the low side.
Damn, I
Sorry,
really
okay.
like doing 0, 0, 0 as 100.
Yeah, that's
and
why I
we
rolled.
disagree
I was
on
like,
this.
oh, I guess, but 0, 0, 0 does make sense. It's also 0. I get it.
so Conlon, I don't care which way you want it. You just need to stay consistent. So if you want to do the 0, 0, you can. You just need to stay consistent with that method. You can't
Okay.
swap over.
Let me
or
write
if
that in my notes real quick then. Okay.
Yeah. Are you going to do that method with the 0, 0?
Yeah, because that's what I rolled. So yes, I'm
So
gonna
you got
do
a
that
perfect
one.
100? Wow.
Yeah, I
Okay.
see. I was surprised in the roll too. I was like, okay, 0, 0, 0,
This
0.
had better be a goddamn 100.
Yeah. I was like, this better be 100. So I asked.
Yeah, Brian reads it as 10 in his weird way of reading percentile.
That's it. I just had to
I
ask.
think that's the accepted
sense in my brain.
way,
I'm
but it just
joking.
but my ADHD brain sees all the zeros and it's like the jackpot rolls up and you're like, oh
Yeah.
good, I did it.
I concur with Callum's assessment. Okay, so the slashing damage, before I've rolled any radiant damage, is 13.
Okay.
And then radiant damage, I didn't roll too high. And because it's 100, that means I get to roll 3d4. Yay.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
And that is 6 radiant damage.
Okay.
Every
The
little
slash definitely
bit
didn't do as much, but that radiant damage you see just carved through the shadow form for a second before it reforms. It took a decent chunk out of its HP.
I wonder if it's vulnerable to radiant more than we think that it is.
I don't know, I'm the only person who can pump radiant damage right now, so...
I know, it's like
All right.
I just wish you could pick my sword up and have it do the thing.
And I'll just stay there and hope that I can survive one AoE from Jinrash without being fucked up.
There's no AoE.
Gotcha. Okay.
No, you can do it every turn, Brian.
Yeah, it's not forced, but you could use it, and then anybody within the radius takes it.
Yeah, it's a bonus action that you can activate if you don't use your other bonus actions. I've read it multiple times while playing you because I want to know.
All right, that's the end of your turn, Bracket.
Yeah, it's end of my turn.
Oliver, it is your turn. There is a giant elephant Loxodon creature right next to you with a giant mace. And she seems to be helping because she just apparently, in an instant after appearing, created a magical barrier blocking the seal that you saw was opening up.
Well, you seem like you know. You seem like you're gonna help, so I'm gonna hide behind you.
Okay.
Also,
And what?
I'm just gonna leave by her and just say, "What the fuck is going on?"
It's okay. Stay behind me.
And then I don't have any fucking spell slots left.
Flying is a free action, Andrew.
Cantrips, buddy. That's why cantrips are a thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. I'm going to just kind of lean over.
Over her shoulder, just think.
Reach over her
It's like
shoulder.
around the arm. It's like around her arm.
at this
Like
guy.
half her trunk.
at this guy. And I'm going
Okay.
to hit. It's like you said, those are like dog things, right?
Yes.
Yeah, puppies.
Puppies. I'm gonna hit it with a dimensional drain.
Like a
Shadow
dragon.
Gotcha.
puppies.
All
So,
right.
all right. Do. It's a 14 plus 7, 21.
21. Yeah, that hits.
Cool. It's a D10.
So, Andrew, describe what this does while it happens to, because this is the first time anybody here has seen a dimensional drain.
So I'm just gonna weave a sigil in front of me, and then I sort of I draw energy from another dimension.
And you can see it, just a minor portal kind of just appearing.
Yeah, so like a little tiny portal comes and then just a beam shoots out of it. And I'm going to. All right, yeah, right. I have to I have to roll a d10 to determine the damage type.
Pure
That's
chaos.
4, so that's force damage.
Nice.
All right, 4 points of
Nice.
force damage.
Wait, hold on, wait.
Or sorry, 4 force damage. Now you get to roll for the damage, right?
Yeah, so I rolled it like I assume I roll the d10 to determine the damage type, and then I roll the damage.
And then
Yeah.
you roll the damage. Yes.
Okay.
First time we're ever using this spell.
Okay, yeah, so that's
Custom
5. So that is 5 force damage.
5 points of force damage. As soon as Bracket finishes swiping at this creature, you just weave the sigil and a portal appears around Muri, and then just out of it, just a wave of force just hits the shadow, knocks him into the wall, and then back on his feet, dealing 5 points of force damage. Okay. That was your action?
Yep, that was my action, and then my bonus action is cowering behind this elephant.
Gotcha. If only you were a kobold, you can use your cower ability. All right. That is a thing. I've played a kobold before. At the end of Oliver's turn, Nock, it is your turn. You are holding Eileen's body. Oliver is hiding behind Muri, who is now here in on the field in front of you, and the monsters are slowly getting cut down.
I think I'll put Eileen's body kind of in between Muri and I, just kind of in front there, so that she's within 5 feet of it.
Okay.
Just when you get a chance, he might need some attention.
Yeah, pretty much. Just like, please, please help him if you can. And then I'm gonna shoot another one. Who of these 3 looks the least injured? I guess it's the question. Or which
one of them
still has my hunter's mark?
One of
actually?
them. So the hunter's mark is the one that Bracket and Oliver have been hitting, but the one who is next to it has not attacked in combat yet. So you will get advantage on that one.
I do love having advantage. Also, point of order, are these things elementals for damage reasons?
Yes.
Okay, that other one would have taken an extra 4 damage.
Okay, it is still up, but much closer to death.
He's like, oh.
Yeah, I had that thought. I was like, actually, these things are probably elementals, aren't they?
I'm doing good. No.
Never mind. Okay, yeah. Knowing that it's looking pretty bad, I'll take the advantage on the one that's. I'll take the advantage on the one that hasn't attacked yet.
Are you using sharpshooter too?
No.
You loved using sharpshooter in the beginning. So.
I know, I really do. I would have missed if I had. It's a 19 to hit.
Okay. Good. Okay, that does hit.
So it's going to be this +5 +4. Ooh. Okay. So that is 15 points of piercing damage.
15 points of piercing damage. Okay. piercing into its form, not being too bothered by it, but just coming out the other side, definitely dealing a little bit of damage.
Yeah, I don't have like light arrows or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, you guys need to get some magical
whatever
weaponry.
Goddamn bullshit that that Delson had. I don't have any of that shit. I've got normal arrows.
We just forgot that you had your fucking Wand of Wonder again, Oliver.
The Wand of Wonder, I don't think I want to use that in this situation because that is very chaotic and this.
Oh, are some of them bad? I thought it was like mostly good things that were pretty.
I'll double check. Well,
it's a fair mix. It's kind of like that sorcerer wild magic. It's like good or bad. You never know.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Which
all right, Knock, is there anything else to do with your turn?
No. Only issue is I can't really do much on a bonus action. That is the downside of being ranged. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can really do.
Okay.
Oh, Vayne can take a reaction attack.
True. Okay. Roll that hit.
In front of her. I was like, I know there's something else I can do. Ooh, that's good. Dirty 20 to hit again.
That does hit.
Also, I think her damage also does +4. So
yep, she gets the same benefits from your favorite enemy.
I wonder how that messes with the stats of this entire game.
What is 4 + 9? That's 13 points of damage.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely still taking my little tiny bits out of damage out of this thing, slowly but surely with her claws.
Yeah. That is Nox's whole turn.
Gotcha. All right. Goes on to the Obscure's turns.
Brian,
yes, Andrew?
real quick. I was just reading Dimensional Drain. And it says I get 2 beams at 5th level. Am I reading that correctly?
Yes. So it's 2 different elemental.
It says two sources at level 5, 3 at level 11, and 4 at 17.
That could determine what is and is not alive here. So go ahead, since you
roll a second beam.
It's another. Nice. You have to hit with this one too. It's kind of like fire. Isn't firebolt? It's basically like that, except chaotic.
Kind of like Scorching Ray, where each beam is a separate attack.
Yeah, and like that warlock ability that gets multiple things in Firebeam, you have 4 separate ones that you roll, so it's a separate attack each time.
All right.
So roll to hit one more time.
If it drops the one before.
All right, that's a 15 + 7, so I think that hits.
That does hit. So now roll your damage type.
Damage type is.
We are so not used to these characters yet.
I rolled a 5, so that's lightning damage.
5. All right, now roll your lightning damage.
That is 9 lightning damage.
So Oliver, as soon as that force damage hits and knocks it against the wall, it comes back in a second, just and it just evaporates the Obscure's form.
Guess what, Brian?
My bad for not reading that.
That means I could have moved my Hunter's Mark.
Which I will allow you to do, so roll your Hunter's Mark damage.
Also, my bad for not reading that fully the first time.
I rolled a 1.
All right. So you were actually, that does something because you did 13. So now it's 14. Halved to 7 instead of 6. Okay. Oh, I love the Matt Smith doctor dance. Just.
I wish I could have Vayne get a Hunter's Mark bonus.
Yeah.
That'd be real cool.
Maybe there could be a magical enhancement made in the future.
That would be so cool.
Goes on to the one remaining obscure creature's turn, which is going to make 2 of its attacks at Jinrash.
Punch it.
9 and 15.
Yeah,
actually, hold on. They have one more than the bats. It's a 10 and 16. 10 and 16.
My AC is 16.
Okay, so one of them misses, but the second one hits.
And then I'm going to use Wrath of the Storm, which is a reaction.
Gotcha. Okay. So what does that do?
When a creature within 5 feet that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to cause a creature to make a dex saving throw. It has to make a dex save of 12. If not, it takes 2d8 lightning.
That is a 15 that it got. Does it take half damage on a save?
Half damage on success.
Cool. Okay. So you, from that attack, that's 10 points of bludgeoning damage. So halve to 5 because you're raging,
Mm-hmm.
and then roll your lightning damage and half it.
He takes 4 points of lightning damage.
4. Okay. All right. Slowly, this one whittling down as well too. End of that obscure's turn. Top of the initiative, Vayne.
Vayne is going to attack the one in front of her.
Roll to hit.
Get her stuff up. Oh, that does not hit. That's a 9.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's okay.
We need to get you guys some multi-attack.
Yeah. If Vayne and I could hit twice, it'd be crazy. But to be fair, we do so much extra damage to specific targets that it's like maybe it wouldn't be fair.
Give me 1
We'll
second.
see. Magical enhancements.
True.
Okay. All right. End of
That's
Vayne's
basically,
turn.
yeah.
Eileen, I'm gonna take Wet Hands back just for a turn. Wet Hands is going. He's right over there, and he's gonna just run up through Oliver. Oliver, you just see this Triton ghost just come out the other side of you, and then stop in front of Muri and be like, you look like a clerical type. Can you bring back my matey?" And she's gonna turn and just be like, "I think I have just enough." End of Wet Hand's turn. Jinrash, do you need me to skip your turn?
No.
Okay, just wanted to make sure you weren't needing to be out for a second. It is your turn. There is the one that's 15 feet above you, and then the one in front of you.
The one in front of me, I'm going to use both my attacks with my Great Axe.
Okay. Are you doing recklessly?
No, I have two attacks.
Oh no, but you could do reckless, and then both of them are at advantage. But then any creature can get advantage against you for the rest of the turn. But there aren't many creatures left, so
worth it. You're raging.
He's like, I have to roll more dice now.
Not have to, get to.
So it's an unnatural 20 for the first one.
That hits.
And a 17 on the second one.
Both of those hit. Roll your damage. Individually, because it's normal slashing, so I have to half both of them, but...
First one's 15 damage.
15. Halved. Ooh. Okay. And the second one?
Is 11.
11. Ooh, this thing is not looking good. Oh, this thing's not looking good. Oh, this form is barely there right now.
Oh no!
Jinrash, that was your action. Any bonus action?
Give me 1 second.
You will hit several of your allies, but you would also hit the creature who looks really hurt.
Yeah, just nuke him.
What you doing, Brian?
I'm not doing anything.
Okay. This thing barely holding on. Jinrash ends his turn. Going on to Muri's turn.
Yes, yes.
So she will turn around to Eileen's body on the ground near her and just pull out from her pouch 3 decently sized diamonds. She looks over this. These are the last of my diamonds. And she'll press a
I'm
button
so
on the
glad
on her
Ian
mace.
isn't alive right now because he would be saying some dumb shit right now.
The top opens up when she presses that button and she drops all of the diamonds inside. The top closes and then begins radiating a blinding divine light before Muri says, Ivor, bring this warrior of your sister back. And she's going to take her mace and just down on your stomach, avoiding the ice rock.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
just
And to obliterate the ice rock.
That'd be crazy.
the divine energy radiates and fills over Eileen's body. And Eileen,
Yes.
as you take your first breath on this side of the veil, you sit up, but immediately the world pauses. And you can't move.
Fuck.
Oh, we
All
froze
of your
him.
allies around you are stop moving as well too, including this Loxodon whose mace is just touching up against the center of your chest. And there's a ice stone that's there as well, cooling down your body. You can feel an eerie presence around you, and you can hear a heavy exhale. And fog
No!
begins to roll in around from behind you, something that you can't see. At first, all you can hear is a breeze noise, like the ones that soothe your senses on the beaches of your home. But that breeze quickly becomes words. Wind whisper, sea breeze, Ely. And your head can turn. You can feel movement returning to that. Do you turn around to look behind you?
Oh yeah. Yeah. What's up? Like,
And
who's looking at it?
and as you look behind you at the entrance to the promise, in between the 2 walls where they open up, stands a black cloaked figure
Is
with
it
bony
Death?
hands that seems to be clutching a large scythe. Though no wind blows, as they move forward towards you, their cloak flows in an invisible breeze, and the fog seems to be rippling off of the black dark cloak that shrouds his body. As it gets closer, the blank expression of their skull can be seen creeping out from under the darkness of their hood. And it gets up right next to you, this skeletal face just staring down, looking at you. And it says, one who teases death isn't soon forgotten. Death salivates for the souls seen yet saved. Beware.
Oh, I'm sorry, bud.
knocking on. You can't speak
Oh, thank God.
as your voice doesn't come out. Beware knocking on death's door any longer, friend. For death has marked you for collection. And it kneels down and begins with its bony finger touching against your chest near your heart and just carving in your skin as a searing pain overwhelms your senses as the bone begins branding an image into the chest over your heart. And it said before, for death has marked you for collection, and their servants always come to collect.
Can you send that
And
in the
as
chat so I can have that?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
As
wanna
it
keep it up.
finishes carving the design, you'll be able to see once you can with your head you can look down is a branding mark of a scythe over your heart. And the creature
Okay.
just disappears as the fog disappears, and Eileen, everything starts moving again, and you just and you can feel that pain in your chest. The rod comes off of your stomach, and Nock is right there with you. Oliver to your side, wet hands in front of you, just going,
conscious?
matey. You are conscious at 1 hit point as Revivify got you back to life.
Holy shit! All right.
Jumps
Oh
up.
no!
Let's go.
Callum, I'll give you one initial reaction of like something to say, but then I need you to roll initiative for being in the order.
Okay. First initial thing that I'm gonna say, just like a as loud a scream as I can muster. Just, like I just yeah, I'm just gonna start screaming for a couple of seconds and then be like, oh shit, we're doing stuff.
Is it like a human scream or is it just like a bird squawk?
It's probably like in the middle. You know what I mean? It's like probably a couple of overlapping screams, like just like a real terrifying thing. Like only a bird could make that noise.
He's heard so many people scream, he
that-
can mimic all of them.
That sounds
Like, a really
like it.
unsettling dinosaur noise.
Unsettling dinosaur noise.
All right, and that's your
Is my
first
max
initial
HP
reaction
still
there.
super low? Fuck.
Decreases do stay with you until a long rest.
Fuck. All right.
All right, Eileen, roll initiative.
Yep. That's a good old 11.
Yeah, you're right behind me.
11 with
That's
Nock.
really
That's
it's really annoying. I rolled a natural 3. Like,
You did just become
Well, hey,
not dead.
that's true, and I
honestly,
am
it's
at
kinda
1
good.
HP.
It's kind of good for you because Muri's turn was 16, so you're going to be in this initiative instead of having to wait to go all the way back around. So it actually worked in your favor.
Yeah. Thanks,
All right,
Muri.
after Muri's turn,
Have I met Muri
it
yet?
is the
I can't remember.
you
No.
you have not, so you have no idea who this Loxodon is that just
no clue.
bashed you with a rod back to life.
Know
Love
what?
it.
Knowing
Love
Eileen,
it.
that means he intrinsically trusts them.
Oh yeah. No, I'm honestly really annoyed that like he didn't get to see her do the super really badass shit that she just did. So he's just like, "Oh, you brought me back to life? I love you." Like but none of
just
the
gonna
reverence
follow
and
her around like a
respect behind
puppy.
it. Yeah, she's gonna get
Eileen,
super
you are
tired of it.
facing the direction. You are facing the direction though that you can see the promise has cracked open more. The chains that were there before are no longer there, and you can see the like sigils over the big crack with a lock in the center of it. So you're very confused because the whole landscape of the statue has just changed since you've been brought back.
Okay. Well, I
but
mean,
Your
like
your turn.
actually, okay, I
Okay.
have no idea who this person is or what is going on. You're right. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and heal myself because I have no better idea of what to be doing.
Lance, your turn.
That'll be on your turn, which will be in a couple parts in the initiative.
Fair enough.
First, the obscure bat is going to attack Vayne twice.
Okay.
Like
That is a 19 and a 22.
Those both hit. Oh no.
Does the
14
bat
points
get
of
within
slashing
range of me?
damage.
Pain.
No, the bat and Vayne are still in the air.
Okay.
You said 14? Is that on one or both?
Both. Together.
Okay.
It was
Okay,
8 and
okay,
6.
Okay.
Okay. That
Seems
is that
a lot,
obscure
it's
bat's
fine.
turn. Bracket, it is your turn.
Sounds like a good deal. So there's that last one for Jinrash still?
Yes, the one in front of you has disappeared, and now you can see the next one that Jinrash is engaged with.
How hurt does it look?
Yes.
Like, if I kick it, it'll be dead?
Yes.
It has 1 HP, doesn't it?
You can unarmed strike, and
It's
if you hit
really
it,
hurt.
I am going to practice my shield attack as Shield Master.
Yes.
and you're just running at it with your shield.
Yeah. I'm going to practice my Shield Master attack.
Okay. It's going to be a unarmed strike type variant. So
Yeah.
look at your unarmed strike and roll the hit with that.
Give me 1 second. I have to catch the die that I just dropped. Oh no, I don't know where it went. Okay.
Well, honestly, it would be minus your proficiency bonus. It's just going to be your strength mod on top to hit because you're not proficient with it yet.
Okay. So it's just roll plus strength.
Yes, you gotta
Right.
roll really well, but you get 2 attacks and 2 tries.
Oh, I rolled plenty fine.
Good. Okay.
That is a 21.
Nice.
I think that hits. So
I don't know what I'm rolling.
you
for dice,
deal
though.
damage.
Yeah, any amount of damage.
Unarmed,
It's 5. It's just straight 5 for me.
sure. Yeah, it's 5. So
No.
you just,
That's just what it is.
even though it wouldn't deal too much damage, it's enough that you just bash through it, and the shadows disperse around you.
I'm Matt now.
And the
I'm
next
right
thing is 15. The next thing is 15 feet in the air above you, Bane.
now. Okay, and how damage hurt does that one look?
Unfortunately, hasn't been hit too much. Vane hit it a couple of times, but not for a lot.
We've been trying. Our girl's
We need to
trying.
get Vane some magical claws or something.
Yeah. She's also a little hurt, but that's okay.
Hey, can I ask a dumb question that, like, may or may not ever come to be important?
Sure.
Would it be useful if Vane got Gaunty?
That could be a thing. You'll have to play
Because
around with
Gaunty
that.
does magical damage and can, like, take the form of other things.
I don't know if she can like equip stuff. I don't think she has like.
I mean, he's a mimic, though. He could just
I don't
graft
think she
onto
has
her.
like attunement slots or whatever.
But he's literally not an attuned item. He's just a thing that's grafted to my arm.
Oh.
He just happens to look like
Maybe
a
toy
glove because
around with
that's how
that
I
in the
want him.
future.
Yeah, see? There we go. Magic attacks in a little while.
Anything, Bracket?
1 second.
Take your second.
Ooh, I like this. The way that this is written.
Thank you.
One who teases death is not soon forgotten. I'm so glad I couldn't speak because he's just like, oh, you just want to be like my friend. You just want me to be around you. Like, I'm here for that.
Hey, bestie!
Right? Like, I'm going to keep showing up and be like, hey, another one bites the dust. Get my ticket punched. Like, so 3 more and I get a free sandwich.
Let's get tea next time.
Can I? I think it's up too high, but I'm going to try.
Okay.
I want to sprint and try and swing at it.
All right. You have 10 feet of running. When you have a running start, which is 10 feet, how high can you jump?
I don't know how that math works. I read the whole thing. It is.
What does it say?
It's a math equation for how high I can jump. So.
Which score? It uses your strength
You
score
leap
plus
into
something
the air
else.
a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately beforehand.
So what's your strength mod?
So that would be what, 7 total?
No, that you're.
No, I'm saying that's the 7 total.
No.
I did the math already.
So how tall is Bracket?
Bracket is about 6 footish. He's just under 6 foot.
You
I
can
mean,
extend
You
your
should
arms
be able
half
to.
your
You can
height
swing your foot.
above
Yeah.
yourself during the jump, thus you can reach above
So-
you a distance equal to the height of the jump plus 1.5 times your height. That's what it says in the rule.
That sounds like more than 15 feet.
So 1.5 times that right there.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
7
that
plus
adds.
It's like a 20-foot
3.
max. You could jump onto this
So
thing.
that would be 10. On top of it, he's jumping up. It's 15 feet in the air. Bracket, roll to hit.
Literally.
You're using. You're rolling Link's jump shot.
That is literally the character I'm playing.
Oh my god, how did I never put that together?
What do you?
Come on, Callum.
Oh,
goddess of
nat
time.
20.
I've never played any of the Legends of Zelda's games. That's not my fault. I don't know its lore.
No, you're
Callum
okay.
just missed bracket, got a nat 20.
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh, I'm so happy.
I'm so happy for you.
Okay.
Conlon, it's
It's
always
so
when you're
good.
doing stupid shit.
I only roll that 20 if I'm doing stupid shit. I'm throwing a guy. Cool,
You
nat
just gotta
20.
consistently do stupid shit during bracket time.
That is true. Okay. So the slashing damage is 9. And then I think reading. Okay, and I get 1d4. And this thing doesn't look that hurt. Thunderous smite that bitch hole.
I've been doing my best.
Okay, so that is 2 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then let me roll my thunderous smite. Oh my god, we have to double all these numbers.
Just know, I'll
Yeah,
allow it
double
now.
up dice.
But just divine smite you can use after you hit, but before damage is rolled. All the other smites you have to say you used as a bonus action first before you rolled a hit, because then it's queued up. But I will allow it for this cool nat 20 cinematic.
That's what I was trying to point out last time. It does more damage with the Divine Smite, anyways.
Yeah, I know, but I don't have it queued right now.
Divine Smite doesn't need the queue, though, is the thing.
He means he doesn't have it prepared.
It's just
Divine Smite. You don't need to prepare. You can
That's
use
just
it
your
at any time.
second level paladin thing.
Oh.
It just doesn't. For some reason, that just is not showing up on my stuff. So, oh, here it is in special.
Yeah.
So it's gonna.
It's special.
So it's adding an additional, I believe, 2d8.
Yeah, it's 2d8. So I'll use that Divine Smite. Why not? Right?
Yeah.
Awesome. On that nat 20, this is the time to use Divine Smites.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have some math we have to do, unfortunately, though. So we need to double some of my numbers because I didn't double my dice rolls yet.
And
do you want to
double all your numbers and then add your strength mod.
Okay.
Calculator.
Well, no, because aren't some of them different for how it reacts to it?
You just double all your dice and then add your strength.
Yeah,
at the
so do your slashing first and let me know what that is.
Yeah, I
and
was just
then
like,
do your
Brian, that
radiant,
doesn't work. What you're saying doesn't work. Okay, so the slashing damage.
Add your strength mod to the slashing.
Yeah, okay, slashing damage is 12.
Okay, so 6.
Yeah. Then radiant damage is 4.
Well, did you double it already?
I doubled it already.
Oh, okay.
And then it gets halved because of its because it's non-magical damage or whatever. Okay.
But the radiant from takes the full damage, and now your divine smite.
Divine Smite is a solid. Oh wait, yep, 24.
24 bracket. Okay, I would give you a how do you want to do this, but it's you already described it. Bracket, you spent your turn just plowing forward, bashing through the first one with the shield, and then seeing the other one and just jumping up with your sword and slicing through the white energy, just cracking through your blade as it's slicing through its body, and the shadowy form dissipates. And that is the end of combat, my friends, as everything quiets for a moment.
I'm now standing over here because of inertia.
We are now out of initiative. Conlon, you can take the battle map off.
Can I heal myself now? And then go to sleep?
Immediately.
Yes. Actually, though, is anyone else like severely injured? Like,
I'm not necessarily. Well, I'm kind of injured, but I also am very tired.
I walk up to Oliver, and we don't die on the way back.
Hold on. As you are walking up, first Muri says, "Who's not feeling good?"
I'm not at all.
He's not feeling great. I'm not
gonna raise both my arms.
I'm not feeling super hot either.
I'm trying to like lay back down with my arms up, like as if I was a toddler asking to be picked up.
I'm like okay. So
how about
Vane
Vane bracket
more than me?
I could survive another small combat, but if it was something major, it'd be a problem.
I don't like that you said that. So I'm gonna pass a healing light. One to Oliver.
Wait, hold on. Before you do, before you do, hold on. Muri is in the middle. She goes okay, and she uses preserve life to disperse 100 hit points between
Whoa.
anybody who needs it. So
Oh,
I'll
wow.
let you guys figure out where you want the healing to go.
100?
Preserve life out of a level 20 life cleric, dude.
Well, oh wow, shit. Okay.
Eileen, how much can you maximum?
My max HP at the moment is 108, and I'm at 1.
Okay.
Maybe don't take all of them then.
No, I'm not going to. No. You guys feel free to take as many of the 100 as you can,
We're gonna.
and I'll take whatever's.
Is it reasonable to give him like 40?
No, I would say less than that. Even take as many as you guys can. I have healing of my own, and I'm anticipating being able to rest in a little bit.
Cool if I take like 25.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay.
Oliver gets 25. There's 75 left.
So Vane is at 19 out of 50. I am at 61 out of 71. I don't know where everybody else is at.
I am at 37 out of 59. I'd suggest we pump some into Vane to get Vane
I
up
think
there. 'Cause
you and Vane.
So do Vane first.
Yeah.
All right. How much do you want to give to Vane?
That would be 31.
Do 30 so we have round numbers just to make our life
Let's
easier.
do 30. Okay, yeah.
Just
So
'cause
that'll
that makes...
be 55 used, so 45 left.
Yep, 45 left. I will take so there's 45 left. I'll take 20. Because that gives me very close to full.
All right.
And then the rest of it goes
That
to
leaves
Eileen.
25. I think, yeah, the rest goes to Eileen. I'm only 10 points down, so I'm good.
Yeah, that puts me at 57
All right,
and
Eileen,
59.
so you get
I'm fine.
25.
Okay, can we do? Is everyone else at max except Knock?
No, I'm at I'm at about
Um,
half.
Oh yeah, we need to give some to Jinrash.
Okay,
No,
I'm gonna take.
I have my own healing.
Okay.
Take go to bed anyway.
Well, I'm not positive we are. I'm just saying I'm anticipating.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think Brian means Brian needs to go to bed.
No.
Okay, well, I'll add 25
we end
to
around
mine.
11 to 11:30 now, so only a little bit more.
Okay. So I have healing. Should I use it at the moment?
I mean, we could also take a short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, short rest would be great.
Yeah.
Muri's going to say to everybody, before we rest, this is very serious. What just went on? I need somebody to please head over to the barracks. Have Nan send over several squads to guard against any possible second rounds of attack. We need
I
to
will
stay here
volunteer to
until
go.
there is
Like,
more
my-
protection.
I will volunteer
I
to
feel
go.
like it's kind of my job too. I kind of have to.
So
It's like my job.
knock and bracket go and do their
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
will leave. I will
Knock.
leave
I'm gonna
Vane with
tap you
them.
and give you 10 points of lay on hands.
Oh, thank you.
I want you at max if you're gonna get attacked in the streets. Like,
I appreciate that.
yep.
Okay, I'm back at full. Should I bring Vane or should I leave Vane behind? What do you think?
Probably bring
Watch
Vane. You
with
can tell us if
everybody.
something goes really, really wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vane can fly real fast, so
Yeah.
if something happens here.
Have Vane fly up to like watch the area.
Mm,
Begin the
true,
patrol.
true. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a different
Yeah,
thinking
how
now,
big
guys.
is-
We're not in a city and we have more elements now. We got to go back to that wilderness, wide world like
Yep.
D&D.
Yeah, how big is Ladris? Like size.
Ladris?
The village.
I don't know the Conlon, based off of the map, you've seen the map before. Could you give me a rough idea of how big that is? Like
My guess,
Like how
Ladris
many-
takes 2 or 3 square miles based on all of what you have drawn and
Okay.
stuff, because it has a decent
Yeah.
amount. It is not. It's not a small little thing like the Grove is. It is a bit bigger and more built
Yeah,
out.
it's gotta
'cause
be
there's-
sprawling.
Yeah, especially because everyone has their
Yeah,
own kind of space
roughly,
with their
so-
houses. Because it's so suburban.
I'd say like mile and a half radius all the way around
Okay.
roughly.
Yeah,
I feel like that would be a good
Um,
size for like what I think the city is like. Or
Well,
the
Is
two
town.
Muri
things.
still right there?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I use?
But hold
a
on real
minute
quick.
to
Knock
use,
and Bracket, what do you do?
We
Can I
begin
use-
jogging.
I want to take 1 single minute to do primeval awareness if I can.
Okay.
Bracket will allow me to take
Okay.
a single minute.
Sure.
Because that's
As that minute's
5
going
mile.
on. Yes.
It's a 5 mile.
So that
radius.
one's good.
And then I will have Vane fly up above and just do a quick search. She's got dark vision up to 120 feet. So I assume she can at least see up to 120 feet in broad daylight.
Yeah.
She gets advantage to perception check, so I'm just gonna have her roll to see if there's anything suspicious going on in the surrounding area.
Okay.
And then she'll kind of start doing a patrol kind of situation. Her perception is 16.
Okay.
Don't we
She's
all
keeping
still
a
have good
diligent
berries?
eye out for.
Yes.
I eat my good berry.
We've got another
going
one.
to as
I think I gave everybody 2, I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna eat
Yep.
one of them.
I'm gonna eat both my good berries. I am at full HP now.
Vane doing a quick search of the area, doesn't see any
Yeah.
immediate threats. It seems like the activity has cleared most people who were nearby, which normally isn't too many, back over towards the city, and Vane can start seeing like citizens like in the streets over kind of just like looking over at the big cloud that's now just circling above Zytalia's promise.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right, you guys
sure
have
with
a minute
flying-
as primeval awareness is going on.
Yeah. If that's okay with Bracket, at least.
I'm fine.
He's
I
okay
eat my
with
good
taking
berries.
a single minute.
Can I talk to Muri for a minute?
Yes.
So, yeah, I guess I have a minute, but like, I'm just gonna like look up at her and be like, I owe you a great debt. I don't even know who you are, but you're saving me. Seems to have called the attention of something. I'm guessing an entity of death. And I'm just going to show her the mark over my heart and be like, I don't know what that is, but it doesn't feel good.
She's been looking at the like scenery around, and you get her attention. She looks down, kneels to like touch against your chest. This is not a curse. This is a branding. Of what
Yeah,
sorts
the
was
one
there?
Go ahead.
Who did this to you? This wasn't here a moment ago.
A cloaked skeletal figure came to me in some kind of like, I had just been resurrected, but no one else was moving and I was immobile. And he said, and I'm going to repeat back what you just texted me to her.
Seems like you might have been marked by a reaper.
Reaper. All right. Well, I don't know what that is. Do you know anything about that?
Yes, there.
Now may not be the time to talk about it. Sorry. I've been looking to help these folk, and then we got jumped by some vampires, and I got made into mincemeat. So thanks for making me not that anymore. We'll appreciate it. You seem like a nice
course,
lady.
I am Muri, the current protector of the Zytalia's promise and the barrier into the Blackened Tear. I am one of Tyvor's clerics. I'm here to preserve life as much as I can, so it is an honor and a privilege to have restored yours.
Oh, that's so nice. Man, I need to be around clerics more often. I have like history with warlocks and shit. Man, you didn't make me like sign a paper or anything. Like, fuck yeah. Socialist medicine. I love it.
Sign up. She looks a little confused, but she's like, right. I will do a little bit of digging into Reapers at a later date. Let's just stay vigilant. We don't know if there's anything else coming. Are you
Thank
okay,
you
or do you
again.
need to get brought out of here?
I think I'm all right. Where do we go to go be safe? Like, I don't want to leave this relic like unguarded, and I know you have men coming to guard it, but like, where do we even go to be safe from vampires?
She is going to.
Zytalia like teleported me here this morning. I don't know if you are aware of that goings on, but like, I've only been here for like an hour, and I died already. So good start.
Muri is going to reach down at your towards you. We must stay here until the promise is more heavily guarded. This is of utmost importance, and she is going to.
Hey, question outwardly. This is Bracket who's waiting for knock, since I'm assuming we have not left yet.
Callum,
up on a
you
minute, I feel like.
you restore 30 hit points as her like flat elephant hand just like touches up against your chest, and you can just feel instantly. Well, actually, hold on. You get more because she's a life cleric. I know there's
I
a
love
ability that gives her a way to give you more.
So good. I love her.
Man, I love that. Just like talking to her, she was like, "You need more healing. I feel like you've been through some shit. Like, just
He's like, no, you've no clue, and I shouldn't tell you everything.
here's a
He's
Band-Aid.
just like eternally
get help.
kind. I love her so much.
I do too. Honestly, she's such a mood.
If Brian makes her the big bad, we all leave the campaign.
Yeah.
If Brian makes her the big bad, we're
Revolt.
obviously the ones in the wrong and are for some reason popping up a delusional like capitalist country. I don't want that. Like, if she ends up across the line from us, I will quickly cross that line to help her. Hey.
Honestly.
Actually, Callum, as a level 20 life cleric, she gets supreme healing. So when you would normally roll one or more dice to restore HP, instead you use the highest number possible on each die. So that is 32 plus 11, so that is 43 plus an additional 6 based on her ability Disciple of Life. So you gain 49 hit points.
Fuck yeah.
God, Muri.
Life clerics.
I love
Okay.
you.
I'm at 76 out of 108 right now.
She's like, I think
feeling a lot less scared.
You look better. Do you need more?
I don't know. It's fine. I'm good. Thank you, though. I really appreciate it.
Hey,
I am
question.
super in your debt. Yeah, what's up? He's my boss.
He's my boss. Bracket does smirk at that. Where are the troops that were supposed to be here?
All the way for an emergency when we first arrived through those portals, remember?
It doesn't matter what
They cleared the
emergency
bar.
there is. People aren't supposed to leave here.
Knock is too busy
Probably a setup.
to slag off the guards that left.
I heard that there was some sort of
were they like
emergency meeting
murdered?
called. There might have been some left on the border to try to prevent things from coming in. I'm not sure if anything was left at the promise. We can always ask Nan once we have more guards here defending it.
Yeah, that means either people got killed before we showed up, or no one was doing guarding this, which we know has been under attack for the past, week.
What was her name again?
Muri.
I'm going to ask her. So, what exactly is the purpose of the statue, and why were those vampires so interested in it?
All the bad jujus are in there.
This statue is protecting a tear into another realm where Ilios reigns. Ilios, is the god of darkness and endings.
And that's where he was sealed away?
The gateway to his world, the one that he knew of. There may be others out there, but at least he has not detected them yet. This is the one the gods knew of, and time's alignment sealed it away 2,222 years ago when they restored time. And some force seems determined to break the seal.
Yeah, the bad
Why?
guys.
Are they trying to bring him back?
I would assume probably disciples of his scattered across the world. They intend to put, and she looks up at the clouds, an era of darkness over the world and maybe bring it to its destruction.
Well,
Yeah.
shit.
We're not sure yet.
Hey, did we get Oliver?
Well,
Did I get Oliver's name earlier?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Ollie. I hope you enjoy nicknames.
Ollie.
Just gonna smirk. Yeah.
The funny part is, guarantee only one other person ever called him Ollie, and it was Rain. So that's what us are supposed to solve, I guess, or figure out eventually. We're supposed to stop this. We're doing a bad job today.
I gather
Everyone
that.
know?
Yeah,
Everyone
so
know on your
far,
evaluation sheet? Bad job.
so far, it seems like you're doing a pretty bad job.
Hey! I hadn't even clocked in yet. Like, I just rest my head back on the ground. Like, this one doesn't count.
Yeah, he gets a the bird gets a pass.
As this moment happens, 1 minute has passed by, and knock 5-mile radius. You just can detect all forms of life, humanoid forms, and elementals.
Elementals.
And-
I am specifically searching for that like dark, shadowy feeling. If I can feel it.
There. You feel Nari, first off, in the jar near you.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I might carry
And
the
you
jar,
feel
right? Or is it Jinrash?
and you feel 3 elemental forms about a mile out into the woods beyond the back wall of the promise. Their movement is going away from the city.
Okay. I will point in their direction, let Muri know about that. And then I will head with Bracket.
We shall discuss
I'm
this
assuming
later,
the
everyone.
humanoid feels similar to how it did earlier in the day, so
Be safe.
Yes, yep.
No dying. Literally points. No dying.
please.
Who, me? I would never.
Neither. Any.
Wizard boy.
Glad you're back.
Figured out how to swing a sword in the free time we have. Let's go.
I'm gonna scratch Eileen in the way that I know that Bane likes to be scratched and just see if it works at all.
Because he's also a bird man.
Because
But
he's a
describe
bird.
to me exactly what you're doing to scratch, because like I'm really like it might.
I think
Eileen,
it's
should
like
she
the
should-
very back of the head. Just a little scratch
like
on the
just,
back.
just moving the feathers a little bit to like get to the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's super into that.
Should they roll an animal handling check?
No, that's like an automatic pass.
I've got a
I
bird.
feel like
know how it works.
it's definitely like how cockatiels like have that little fan of feathers. Like I've definitely got a little fluff that when I get angry puffs up. So like fluffing it, like that'd probably feel really nice.
And Eileen, as Nock is doing this, it's the first good feeling that you get that kind of distracts you away from the searing pain that has slowly been fading into your body and disappearing away. You just get the scritch and kind of makes your body feel a little bit better and more
It
relaxed
is
and calm.
nice to have friends.
Right?
Like it is so much nicer to have friends than people who want to hurt me. Like,
Okay, we'll be back soon. Please don't die.
thanks. You either.
I was imagining when Nock goes, "Please don't die." Eileen's just like, "Wow, Andy used to say that to me all the time."
That's why Bracket twice just gave little rain energy, the little small amount of the crossover of their personalities.
Nock is just gonna okay. going.
All right, and Bracket and Knock and Vane start hoofing off. So
Yeah.
that leaves Eileen, Oliver, Jinrash, and Muri. So what are you guys doing in this moment as you are defending the promise, keeping an eye out for anything?
I mean, we're waiting for them to get all the way to the barracks and send more people here.
We are running.
Yes, which okay,
Well,
good
sure,
to know.
but you still have to like
I
run
just
across town and then wait for like at least 20 people to put their shit together and get across town.
Yeah, it's
like,
not going to be instantaneous unless they bring horses.
my question really was like, I mean, because I don't really even have the components for this spell. I wanna do Find Steed. Oh, verbal and somatic. I could do that. I have 10 minutes, right? Like I could cast
Oh yeah,
Find
you got
Steed
10
and get my.
minutes.
All right, cool. I wanna start casting Find Steed to get my big boy here.
okay. All right,
Good,
you
we're
start
adding
ritually
only
casting that,
more
and
animals to this group.
Yeah.
as you are starting that ritual cast, you see Wet Hands come up from the underneath the ground and go, "Matey, you're back
Oh my
again."
gosh. I don't want to like stop and waste the spell slot, but I'm going to like acknowledge him speaking.
And be like,
But, like,
I'm
Remember,
magicking bud.
ritual casting does not waste the spell slot, so you can stop since you just began. And
Is Find Steed a ritual spell?
I
Does
think
it just
you
take
ca-
10
I
minutes
think-
to cast.
oh, I thought it was a ritual. Never mind. Hold on, let me see.
I don't know how you would tell on D&D Beyond.
It would say,
It has a
roll
little
20
R
would
next
say.
to it. I think it's in like a diamond or something.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. I thought it was ritual. Yeah, it is just 10 minutes. So I'd say, yeah, it's not going to interrupt your casting as long as you like stay at least like don't move out of the position you have started in.
Yeah, I mean, he would definitely understand that I'm casting a spell, and I'm going to acknowledge that he's speaking to me, and like, I'll say hi in a minute.
He's gonna just dive into your body, and
That's
your
nice.
and Muri just looks, and then you just slowly start just like dripping water over your body.
I will note good night to Brian Maines. He went to bed. He disappeared.
Good
Good
night,
night,
Brian
buddy.
Maines.
Did he just straight
Fair
up Irish goodbye?
Yeah.
He did.
He didn't want to
Jinrash
interrupt the
is-
scene.
Jinrash is gonna say, "I'll go over and keep an eye on the other corner," and he's gonna just
Hey.
hoof it over to that corner,
Can someone
climb up the wall.
see his character sheet?
Yeah.
Yes.
How many health?
Yeah.
How much is he missing? Because I have 3 d6s I can
That is
put
the
30
one,
feet from me.
the one thing I don't know. Like I can look at his character sheet. Let me reload it just in case he changed things before he left. He put up to 45 of 68.
Okay, well, I'm going to give him my 3 d6s, and he won't have to use as much when he comes back.
Okay.
Okay, roll your hit. You roll the 3d6.
That's 10 healing points.
He'll be confused
that's-
when we
Okay,
get
Conley,
back.
can you add that?
I already did. The only thing
Okay,
he did
so that's
do is
all
he
of the
did-
healing I can do as well.
He did not mark his
but yeah, so-
second. Well, he did not do either of these. I am sitting here marking out things he didn't select.
All right. And Eileen, Oliver, and Muri, you are left there guarding. Bracket and Knock, you are running over towards the barracks to the south side. You get out of the range of the circle, the shadowy circle from the cloud above,
Yeah.
fairly soon after leaving the promise. So the clouds are covering mainly focused around the promise right now. So you're back into the sunlight of the day and running down the path. Do you guys discuss anything while you're running, or just straight there?
I think we're straight there. What do you think, Knock? I think we're pretty
I think-
focused.
Yeah, I think so. Knock is kind of silently seething.
I think we're both too pissed off to like have a conversation. Like we both know it. There's like this problem was solvable. Why wasn't it solved?
Yeah, this is not our fault. Let's
How
run
did
and
I
yell at the
become in
people who
charge of
caused
this
it.
problem? How did I?
Definitely.
There. So you guys are running up the path until
Yeah.
you guys arch over, nearing the end of the path where it's about to enter back into the city, and you can see down the southern path that leads to the barracks, where you do see several guards led by Non and Broderick running over towards your direction.
Cool.
And
We'll loop in.
because I have a fiance who is sick that I need to take care of here at 11 o'clock,
It's also
let's
11
end
night.
right here.
Yep.
Makes sense.
And we can also
Fair
just
enough.
pick up here for a role-playing session next time, guys. I think you're all combated out.
Yeah, you kicked the
For
shit
now,
out of
for
us,
now.
bud.
No, so considering I don't have any spell slots left, yes, I am all combated
Yeah.
out.
Yes.
I've still got 2.
So the Misfit version
Technically, I
2
still
Misfit
have
Warriors
Thunderstar
have
covered.
had their first combat encounters. Was a little rough, guys, but hey, building a new dynamic, you guys will figure it out and get so. I'm sure there'll be some cool combo moves and stuff like that in future,
Yeah.
as well as
Well-
magical items. There's so many things that resist. You guys need to find some way to get more magical items.
A lot of
Working on
I'll
it.
keep Hunter's mark up concentration-wise, just in case.
Yeah,
It lasts
Good
for
to
an
know.
hour.
I also just can get my sword made more magical.
Yes. All right, but we will continue this journey next time when we get together to see the aftermath of all this. Why wasn't the promise guarded, or was there some sort of failure? Was there some sort of preemptive
Deception.
attack beforehand? What cleared out? What allowed the promise to be unguarded? So that is something we will figure out next session. Until then, everybody who did come along for this journey, thank you for being here with us. We appreciate it. We love you, and good night until the next disaster.